Hi guys, so welcome to our experiment number 5, which is the specific gravity of the soil solids. The objective of this experiment is to familiarize the student with the general method of obtaining the specific gravity of mass of any type material composed of small particles which has a specific gravity greater than 1. The project is specifically applicable to soil and fine aggregates as used in concrete and asphalt mixture. But before we're going to proceed, let me introduce to you my assistant for today's activity, Mr. Edsel Aranya, and Ms. Gina Ebrado, and of course for our videographer, Mr. John D. Pugnos. Thank you guys. Okay. So, what are we going to need are the following equipment. So, we have the volumetric flask. We have, we're going to use the 250 ml. Then the weighing scale. Then we have the thermometer to check the temperature of the water that we're going to use. And we do not need anymore the oven because our soil is already dry. Okay, so we need also the soil. Okay, thank you. So first we're going to actually we should go first in calibration of our bottle to get the exact volume of this volumetric flask. But since we don't have the water bath, so we're just going to need, we're just going to get the volume of this flask at an atmospheric temperature. So we check before we start the activity, we check first what is the room temperature of today. So we have 28 degrees Celsius. Okay, so in order for us to get the volume of this flask, we're going to use the formula, which is gamma of water. Okay, so gamma of water is equals to the weight of water over the volume of water. Okay, so first we're going to 0. So it's 0 na to daan, guys. Okay, para we can only get the weight of the water. So make sure class nga puno jud siya. Para makuha dyan mo ang exact volume. Di adjust sa kanan 120 kilogram, 120 grams na. 120, that is kilogram. Okay, so make sure you have to get the exist moisture no, para hindi siya maka-add okay. So in order for us to get the volume of this flask is to determine the mass of this flask with water, and then with the formula, which is the density of water is equals to the mass of water over volume of water. Okay, so for us to have a consistent units, we're going to use the density of water, which is 1,000 kilogram per cubic meter. Then the weight of the water is 270. Okay, then we can get the volume of water. Which is 2.7 times 10 to the negative 4 cubic meter. Okay, so that is the volume of the flask at 28 degrees Celsius. Okay. So next is, in order for us to determine the specific gravity of the soil, so we need to fill up this data. Okay, the data that we're going to need are the weight of the flask, which is 0.120 kilogram. Then we need to get the weight of the flask plus water, the weight of the flask plus dry soil, then the weight of the flask plus water plus soil, and then of course from this W sub 1, W sub 2, W sub 3, and W sub 4, we can get the W sub S and the W sub W. Okay. Now, since this is the weight of the flask plus water is 0.270. 0.270. Yeah? Ay, oh, dahil plus, nakonday plus na kung ano, 120. Okay, sorry. There's yung negative 120. Okay? Then, the weight of the flask plus dry soil. Now, first, we're going to make sure, no, before nato ibutang ang atong dry soil dali class, make sure that what na moisture atong bottle. Okay. So, I'm going to use the tissue para matanggal ang excess moisture. Isa yung ito. That no more moisture because it will affect the weight of the soil. And also the outside, okay, is atong kuan water. So first, I'm going to check atong sa i-check ang temperature of our water. So, 20. Usos pa lang sila sa. Usos pa. Usos pa dyan. 21? 21 na. Usos pa na. Okay, so temperature of our water is 20 degrees Celsius. So we have to get, our soil, a soil sample for about, for about 100 to 120 grams. So for our sample, so dry soil nato is 100 grams or 0.1 kilogram. Okay. The next is weight. Plus 220. Okay, so 220. So weight, W sub 4 is the weight of the flask plus water plus soil. So we are going to add gradually water, no, in this flask. So hinay-hinay ra class. So first i-add sa nato si og water diha sa kutob, inap sa, so that naatay time no para ato siyang ipa-absorb padung sa ilaw. Then to eliminate the water bubble, you can use by tilting, so like this. Okay. Tudangan pa natin i-leave pa ni, and then we're going to leave this one for about siguro mga few minutes, no? So soak na to ang soil for about mga 30 minutes, or soon as the water can penetrate below the soil. Okay, so to sa siyang ipaset nila. Okay, so let's just wait. Okay, so after 30 minutes, so this is what our sample looks like. So nana plus also naka-penetrate na ang water, no? So naapat tayo mga air bubbles sa ibabaw, so make sure natin as in eliminate. So we need to add more water. So since ang atong principle is the weight of the weight over volume man, so make sure na ang atong volume the same, ang atong i-add na water, ang atong i-achieve na water is the same sa katong pag-measure na to sa inyong weight. No? The ratio of the weights at equal volumes. Sige pa ito. Iba mga bubbles. Kasi itong stick. So, naay mga bubbles, pasagdan ka natin, memorize ako ng mga bubbles. So, dapat tayo bubbles class. Ito ka na. Tapos nakaot. I-focus lang. Ganda. As you can see, na ako yung mga bubbles. We can eliminate these bubbles by tilting. So if you see bubbles, those are mga air nung buhay pa na trap pa na kailang. Date man kung bakit kumakain. Nakas pilit. Dapat mas gaitin. 2008. Silantan. side no. Okay, so you need to make sure na really wet, no, ang bisan ang surface sa imong bottle ay that will add weights. So, i-dry dyan na nila. Okay. But as you can see, na-apply gap, so we need to fill up again this with water para hinayra ko na. Apil na lang dyan yung weight sa bottle. 0.4. So, method of air removal nato is, adyan na iso, sila na. So, method of air removal nato is by routine. Okay. So, plus, so, kung butang na dito, ano, temperature of water is 20 degrees Celsius. Okay, so, you need to fill this up, then with the formula that is given in the lab manual, so just follow and then compute for the specific gravity of the soil. Okay, so, since the temperature is 20 degrees Celsius, so alpha, you can find alpha here, no, na I table. So, na C table, so 20 degrees, alpha is 1. So, pwede rin, what necessary correction. Okay? So, that's it. So, thank you and bye!